This is KIRK, right? The one and only KIRK, right? The one that you love so much. You know, first of all, I want to say thanks for the outpouring of love. There were some negative comments, but you know, that's okay. People say all sorts of things, that I was in ICU, I was in theater, did surgery. None of that. And much of what was said on social media is just not true. Disregard it. But you know, I'm good, and I can tell you, boy, my phone rang off the hook. I can't answer all the messages, so I'm doing this now to just to let everybody know that I'm out. You know, I came out today. I'm well. I drove myself to the hospital, and I drove myself from the hospital. But people, the love, everybody who send up prayers, big up on yourself. And you know what? I'm ready for work again. You get me? But remember, 99% of what you heard on social media or saw is just not true. Big up on yourself. Love you now.
Just want him to grow up to be the best man that he can. Sometimes he's just like cutting the yard. Yeah, sometimes we like go pick up stone. He's just like a little, there's like a
manor yard.
Yes, he's just like out there. He's not into the house. Like the other son would be there watching the TV. He would be like out, as you say, lifting the sand, picking up stone, carrying his goat, taking his cutlass, and he will be chopping. Even my pumpkins, I have some pumpkin down the back, he's round there and taking and chop it up. So he's just a little man about his whole nature. He's like to be out and about.
Anytime you see me working, and always try to help out, you know, you want to do something, you know, it's two shovel there, it makes you go for the next one. Right?
Without you saying anything
Without
to him.
I say anything. Matter of fact, you have his little goat. Yeah, when you cry and say one goat, we have to give him one.
So you care for it and all of that?
Yeah, and care for it. Yeah.
So from when you notice this kind of responsibility about you?
Well, maybe from me about 3, about 3. He tried to do every little thing I'm doing. He tried to help out. So if you see me, once you see me put on my working shoes, go for his golash.
So he's your only child?
No, I have another son.
Older than him?
Older than him.
And he's not interested in those?
Yeah, I do the same thing too. But at the moment, he's doing some school work. I have a bond with both of them. Yeah, but sometimes this one more cry when I'm leaving or something like so. Normally, well, if he's not going to school and I'm going somewhere, well, you know that I have to carry him.
So mommy don't get jealous?
Huh?
Mommy don't get jealous?
Well, she understands with both of them. You know?
I'm not jealous. Listen, it's life, right? You have a child, you want to emulate his father. That's excellent. You want him to be a good man.
Jamaica.
Bless up. All of my viewers and I'm so welcome back to another upload. So right now my viewers wanted to continue, like, share, subscribe, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. So Mr. Reid has left office. So the extension request that was made by the board has cancelled out, viewers and myself. So he has left office. Rural Reid's demits office as principal of Jamaica College. Rural Reid has demitted office as principal of the Jamaica College, JC, effective November the 20th. The information was disclosed in a joint statement from Reid and the Board of Management of JC. Reid, who was permanently appointed to the office of principal of the Jamaica College on September the 1st, 2017, was granted special leave by the Minister of Education, Youth and Information to pursue material duties following the Jamaica Labour Party's victory at the polls in 2016 and his subsequent appointment as a senator and member of the cabinet with responsibility for the education, youth, and information portfolio. The special leave expired on November the 20, 2021, which meant that Reid was contractually obligated to return to work as the school's principal. The statement read, nevertheless, an agreement has been reached for Mr. Reid to demit office as of the 20th of November 2021 during the negotiation, which precede that agreement. Mr. Reid was represented by his lawyer, Mr. Kwam Garden. The statement said, the statement continued, it is our view that this agreement is in the best interest of the party and more importantly, it will allow Jamaica College to focus executively on its mandate. Mr. Reid has signaled his unbroken support for the Jamaica College and the acting principal Mr. Wayne Robinson, and wishes the school every success. Reid and former president of the Caribbean Maritime University, CMU, Professor Fitzpinnock, are before the court in a multi-million-dollar fraud case, which also involves Reid's wife, Sharon, and daughter, Shirley, and the counselor for the Brownstown Division in Senton, Kim Brown Lawrence. He resigned as minister in March 2019 after he got embroiled in the fraud allegations that involve both the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. The joint statement was issued following reports that influential stakeholders, relatives to the, the prestigious high school, have stepped in with the goal of bringing a quick end to the ongoing saga that has been badly slurring the name and reputation of the institution. A day earlier, the JC board had also confirmed that the Minister of Education had rejected its recommendation to extend Reid's special leave. Some of you, as I'm sub, Mr. Reid is now off the JC platform and has been booted from the camp. So JC will be seeing a different principal right now, my viewers and my sub. So just leave on the thoughts as always in the comment section and make we know what you think about that one day. We have given a little small piece by Mr. KIRK, right? So KIRK, right, has made a public statement telling Jamaica about the situation that took place with him being in the domestic incident. Some of you as a sub can check out the video. The video is there where Mr. Kirkwright basically telling you that him drove himself to the hospital and from the hospital. So Mr. Journalist Kirkwright released from hospital. Journalist Kirkwright has been released from hospital and is at home recuperating after he was in a domestic dispute on Friday. The well-known media personnel, in his first video interview since leaving the hospital, thanked Jamaicans for the outpouring of support. So Mr. Kirkwright has sent a strong message telling Jamaicans that most of what you have heard on the media, some is true and some is not true. So Mr. Kirkwright just want tell you exactly what go down. But to my surprise, him never tell we what really transpire him being in that dispute or who and him in the dispute. So my viewers and stop, we still await upon that part there for show we or tell us who and him catch up and who and him put on a piece of show. Cause I know I can't him get up and injure himself. So I want to know how I really go on Mr. Kirk, right? You still need to tell with that part there. So anyway, leave your thoughts and your comment in the comment section. Bless up.